What's up?
Is it the Dune Hour?
Oh shit, that's what we're doing. I thought we were doing Time Bandits.
Time Bandits. Did you watch Time
No, I
Bandits?
didn't.
No, me neither.
I was gonna ad lib.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Terry Gilliam was a Monty Python.
He was Monty Python. He was an animator for the Monty Pythons.
Yeah, I love his animations.
My grade 8 media teacher was like obsessed with Terry Gilliam, and we would
As
watch.
he should be, as any grade 8 media arts teacher should be.
Yeah, we would watch so many like Monty Python sketches, and he would be like, "Okay, now you guys do that kind of animation style."
Did you go to an arts
did.
middle school too?
I did.
God damn.
It was an arts it was K to 12, and I went there from grade 7 to 12.
Is this like a special like private academy?
No, it's a public school.
Damn.
But
I'm
it's
living
like,
in the wrong city.
Yeah.
I really
I don't
am.
really know how the public school system works.
Yeah.
I was under the impression initially it's like you have like a zone
Mhm,
and you have to
mhm.
like go to school in your
Mhm.
zone. But Vic was like everybody came from like around the city to go there.
I did
I
not
don't know why that's
go
allowed.
to my high school zone.
No?
No, I did like an hour-long bus ride to and from every day just to go to my friend's high school.
Nice.
Because I would not go to fuck Lindsay. We hate Lindsay Thurber.
Hate Lindsay Thurber.
Um,
Only bad people go there.
Literally, every person I've met from Lindsay Thurber is a pretty evil and irredeemable person. Criminals, all of them.
Literal criminals.
No, I'm joking. There's some great people from old LT.
I see good people on both sides.
So funny. I literally lived right across from Lindsay Thurber.
And
But
you
I'd
were
be-
like, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
But no, fuck Thurber, fuck Terry Gilliam. This is the Dune Hour, baby.
Dune Hour.
It's
Dune
an
Pitch.
official new podcast called The Dune Hour.
The Dune Hour.
We've been meaning,
Teasing it for a long time.
yeah, we've been meaning to do this for a while because a new Dune came out.
Yeah. Dune 1984.
Dune,
Directed by David Lynch.
The Son of the Duke, the new Brian Herbert book.
Yeah. We've been waiting.
We've been waiting, and
We're going to
it's
give our official
here.
review. And honestly, I think it's better than any of the Frank Herbert
Do you
books.
think it was better than the Bride of Caladan? I think the previous
mean,
one was.
That's a hard one to compare to.
Mhm.
Although they have similar writing styles, they tackle such different
Yeah,
things. Bride
the
and Sons,
themes.
that's really like kind of...
I don't think that's what they're
Complete
called.
opposites.
Can't remember what they're called. How do you
Yeah,
think
I
this
don't know.
stacks up to Mentats of Dune, that classic novel?
I didn't like Mentats.
No?
No, Mentats
That's
didn't,
one of my
didn't hit for
favorites.
me. I don't know, it was just something about it. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of, at that point, I felt like, what are we doing here?
Mhm.
Are we just milking this?
At that point, I thought, oh wow, the vision's clear. Like this is what
Okay.
Dune's been building up to was Mentats of
Finally.
Dune. Like we're finally getting it, right?
Yeah.
Like I
Yes.
thought it built upon the themes of Hunters of Dune and
Mhm.
Sandworms of Dune so well. Just set up so many. It's the golden path. you
Well,
know?
and yeah, when you read like Hunters,
Mhm.
Mentats, and now, of course, Sun, I think.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
It's really the only trilogy of Dune books you need to
At the
read.
end of the day, I'd throw it like, what are the first ones called? I can't
I
even
don't know.
remember.
Who's the lead in those ones?
It's like a clone or something. It's like it's
Yeah,
such sci-fi
so
nonsense.
It's nonsense. It makes no
Like
sense.
I'm sorry, but there's just some moments where it's like, what are we fucking doing here? You
This
know?
part where they just read the Bible, and it's like,
yeah.
what are we?
Yeah,
Why?
like, right? They
Like-
literally just read the Bible.
That's not what I want in sci-fi.
It's
I want
gross.
to be able to turn my brain off
But-
and read a book.
Unfortunately, you do have to read those first 6 to build the foundation for the next 22.
Exactly.
But those build upon each other, and they get better and better.
Well, it's like people remember the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Yeah.
They don't remember the tombs.
No,
Nobody
no,
cares about those like tombs, the catacombs.
And where's Frank Herbert?
Yeah.
In the
Come
fucking
on.
ground.
Come on.
Exactly. And who's still alive? Who's still kicking?
Still kicking.
Brian Herbert and Kevin
Brian
J.
stays
Anderson.
winning.
I can't do this anymore. This is physically painful. Fuck the prequels. Fuck Brian Herbert. Fuck Kevin Anderson. They're all hacks.
Bring me in here to ambush me?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I love Brian Herbert's
You
writing.
love Star Wars Ghost Riders?
I do.
I hate it.
I haven't seen any of the Star Wars films, but I've read all the novelizations.
Oh, yeah?
Is it pretty similar?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've never consumed any Star Wars ever.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
What's a
You think you're better than me?
a War in the Stars? What's
doesn't
this?
make no sense.
Intrigue me.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
Do the stars have wars?
Yeah.
Do they
The in-
become conscious?
The inhabitants of the stars? What's going on
People
here?
live on stars?
That makes
That'd be
no
crazy.
fucking sense.
It's fucking ridiculous.
It's a
George
cool
Lucas, get outta
title,
here.
but when you break it down, it's full of plot holes.
Yeah, it's no Dune.
That's such a sick title. Just Dune, dude.
Yeah.
Just that's the whole series. Dune.
Dune is a good
Desert
title.
planet known as Dune.
Do you think that that's a little silly that the I can't remember their name for some
Fremen?
reason. Yeah, the Fremen. They
Refer to
call
it
it
as-
Dune.
No.
I don't know why. That's like one thing about
Do you
that
think it
new
should be
movie.
the other way around? Should they call it Arrakis and the Imperium calls it Dune? Because it's.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's always what I. Like, every time I'm misremembering, that's what I think. Because that just makes sense in my brain. But
Yeah, because Dune feels more like a colonialist
yeah,
way
colloquial,
to,
like
it's like,
quick
what is it?
little
Oh,
shorthand.
Dune. Yeah.
It's got fucking dunes.
Yeah,
Call
exactly.
it Dune.
Call it Dune. It's like, okay.
Isn't that what happened with, like, America
Probably. Isn't that what happened with like Red Deer? Like,
and Native Americans or something?
yeah.
Sort of.
I'm sure there's plenty of examples of
Yeah,
that. where
plenty of
it's
stuff where it's just like,
Like Cold Lake.
yeah. Oh, Colosseum Mountain. That used to have a sick native name for that
Mm.
mountain, but it looks like a Colosseum,
Colosseum.
so they just call it Colosseum now.
There you go. But Arrakis is a cool name.
It is, but Dune is just clean,
It's
it's
clean.
efficient, and they're dunes.
So many dunes.
So many dunes.
So many worms.
After these films, do you kind of just want to like roll down a sand dune?
Not really.
I really want to roll down a sand dune.
Even after watching these films, I'm still kind of bring it back to Star Wars. I'm still
Mhm.
not a big fan of sand.
I love sand.
Why?
It's sick. It's so pretty.
It's pretty, but like existing in sand sucks.
Oh, I wouldn't want to exist in fucking sand. You
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
If I could just like
So messy.
harvest all my resources from a desert planet and subjugate the native population, that would be ideal. Maybe
Yeah.
like summer vacation there, summer vacation home on Arrakis.
Maybe like winter vacation. I
Yeah.
feel like I wouldn't want to be there in the summer.
No, why not?
It's already so insanely hot.
Nah.
I would rather live on Caladan.
I hear they
I'll
drink
just
their
say it.
piss there.
They do, and eat their shit.
Yeah, I don't think they eat their shit,
Where's their shit
dude.
go?
In the still suit,
Yeah,
does that get recycled too?
all the moisture.
God, I gotta read Dune. It's been too long.
It has been a while for me.
For the record, I'm a pretty big Dune head. I watched the first movie. I was pretty hungover. Didn't vibe with it completely, but I'm like,
Which is fair.
those worms cool as fuck.
There's something about
There's
this.
something like I could
Something
feel.
intriguing.
I feel like Paul, you know, in the first film when he's having those dreams of Arrakis, and he's like, I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening, but I know it's gonna lead to something massive for my life. You
Yeah.
know. So I was watching Dune,
This is a turning point for me.
and I was hungover. I had a headache, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What the fuck is a Harkonnen?
Yeah.
Why the?
Why are there so many names?
At first I thought Baron Harkonnen was just tall as fuck.
Mm.
I'm like, why is he so tall?
His legs are so
Yeah,
lanky.
they just expand. I don't get it. I watched the movie. I'm like, sandworms are sick though.
Yeah.
Sandworms are really sick, and
I bet they're not going to come back in the sequel though. Probably not.
no. I'm like, that's a one-off.
That's a one and done if I've ever seen.
I'm
it.
like, okay, the visuals incredible. Technically, it's amazing. And walking out of the theater, I'm like asking all these questions. My friend had seen it previously, and he had done some research, and he explained to me the lore that there's no computers because the AI. There's a philosophical war where they destroyed all AI and all
Yeah.
computers too,
Yep.
because of like these ideas of humanity's enslaved to these thinking machines that we must develop to fill the niche of computers, and then that humanity went down different evolutionary paths. And he explained this to me, and I'm like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. And just that little tidbit of lore. Bought the books that day, all six.
All six.
All six.
Damn.
And I went down that rabbit hole. The first Dune
All
took
in.
me like probably 3 months to get through. It's a dense book.
It is a dense book, and I'm sure it was like 2 months and 15 days was the first half.
Yeah.
You just fly through
Yeah,
the second
literally.
half.
Literally.
That's how, that was my experience reading Dune as well.
And then Messiah, of course, a couple
It's a
days.
breeze.
So good. And
Yeah.
since then, I banged through all of them. I was so obsessed.
Probably major spoiler talk for Dune. I don't.
Oh yeah, I'll spoil probably. We're probably gonna spoil up to children since
Yeah,
that's how far
that's
you've
how
read.
far I am.
Yeah.
And
I wish
Yeah.
you went further, man.
reading is hard.
It is
takes
hard.
So long.
It does.
I read a Kafka book this year, and that's like the only
I'm
book I've read.
I'm still chugging through American Prometheus.
You're almost done though. You're getting there.
Right? Impressive. I read this for hours and hours.
Yeah.
And I like do this and I look and I'm like, I've made no progress.
It's a dense book.
is so interesting though, man.
Is it chronological?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which it's a little dry, but damn, they fucked Oppenheimer, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Just reading about
Free
that
my boy.
reading about that trial in like more detail, just how structured that was against them.
Yeah.
The fact that they brought in evidence, right? Like illegal wiretaps on Oppenheimer's conversations
Yeah.
that only one part of the court had access to. Like the defense could just not access it
Yeah.
at all.
So much
So
of
they
that.
were getting grilled because it's not technically a trial; it's a clearance meeting.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up, and all of
love
it because
America.
Strauss is a petty fuck, and because Oppenheimer didn't want to build a bigger genocide machine because he's a human who made a mistake,
Yeah.
big ass mistake. He's a bad person. I've come to realize.
Yeah. Bad
But
person
so
for
human.
a few reasons.
But so-
Goddamn communist.
Mostly that, but he's so fucking human. It's agonizing, you know. Just
Don't
like
you hate it when you have to like empathize with people?
yeah,
You
it's
like look somebody in the eye one day and you realize, oh, you're a person too.
you're not an NPC.
Yeah. You're real.
You're not just a name in a history book. You had hopes and dreams and flaws and mistakes and
pretty open about some of those mistakes too.
you know, Oppenheimer never once said he regrets Hiroshima. If he could do it all again, he'd do it all the same. Why? Because Oppenheimer has to be the most important man to have ever lived. Where's my Oscar?
Where is your Oscar?
That was like a perfect Strauss right there.
Yep.
We're getting derailed. Free my boy Oppie.
Would he do it all again?
I don't think he would. You seen that man post Los Alamos? That look in his eyes.
Yeah.
He looks like a literal skeleton. Not just
I mean,
physically, but like he has
living with
death in
something
his
like
eyes. Yeah.
Like, you know, maybe they would have gotten there without him.
Mhm.
And like who knows? It's impossible to speculate. But just like the destruction that you've caused and like
Oh, yeah.
becoming like the face of that too.
And
is
then
just crazy. Like,
Afterwards, trying your absolute fucking best to fix the situation. In your eyes, to save the world, right?
yeah.
Peak Cold War, you
Yeah.
see how
Oh,
much like
man.
they
It was
are
close.
ramping up nuclearization, and you're like, I let this genie out of the bottle, right? I
Yeah.
need to try to stop this. Like, the movie goes in on it, but just to see it in detail, how many steps he tried to take to stop like the hydrogen bomb from being built, right? How he
Yeah.
tried to use his status as like a celebrity scientist to worm into politics.
Yeah.
How much he tried to like kind of force the U.S. and Russia into like open talks about nuclearization. Like he genuinely tried, you know, to do some good.
Yeah.
And then he was fucking eviscerated for it, and
Yeah.
went through like one of the worst ordeals, you know, a person can go through, just having their whole life on trial and embarrassed and humiliated for weeks
yeah.
by Roger Robb, who's like the most ruthless prosecutor. It's
Roger Robb.
a name like that.
Yeah, cartoon character.
Never trust a motherfucker with two first names.
No. No.
Yeah, fucking such an interesting tale. And this is related actually to Dune,
Because Paul is also a genocidal maniac.
and
who shows no remorse.
who uses nukes.
Yep.
It all goes back to Oppie. We wouldn't have Dune without Oppie.
It's true. That is true.
Where was we? Reading's hard.
Yeah, reading sucks.
Reading does suck, but it's so
cool.
worth it sometimes. Like
Sometimes
when
it
you
is
get
worth
to
it.
the end of a book, like a really good Messiah book,
Yeah.
that feeling is hard to come by.
It's
You
true.
know?
Sometimes you get that with a movie, though. You can.
True.
It's not the same, just like
True.
the level of commitment obviously
Yeah.
isn't the same. I feel like I
It's just-
felt that when I finished Twin Peaks. Like
Oh
the show.
yeah, yeah.
I like crammed through on the entire second season like 4 days.
Wow.
And was like, oh my god, I did it. I
Yeah,
made it.
I felt that after Sopranos, just big commitment. But like books hit so different sometimes. Like just when
Yeah.
when you get really into it, and it's not words on a page anymore, and it's like visualizations.
Yeah.
Dude, reading Messiah, some of the visuals, like with the stone burner, it's like this nuclear device so powerful it can like go through to the core of a planet
Yeah.
and destroy an entire planet.
It's crazy.
Fucking blinds Paul. His eyes melt out of his skull. And then right after that, he's walking around barking orders to his troops, right?
Yeah.
A blind man with no eyes.
Yeah.
Just fucking like that, completely in control of his senses. Such cool, powerful, evocative imagery, right? I'm
Can't
so
wait for the movie. Can't
so
wait until they blind Timothy for real.
yeah. I really hope they do. That motherfucker does not deserve his eyes.
He's got it all already.
You know he's dating Kylie Jenner.
I did know that.
She like 50.
She's not 50, but she's older than him.
Oh,
She's not. No. Mate, she might not even be that much older than him. I feel like she's like late 20s, early.
I just saw a video of them and she like looked like his mom. But I guess he is pretty baby faced.
He's very baby faced. Let's look up how old Kylie Jenner is.
Yeah, and the Timothy casting
Yeah, she's
is
only 26. She's
okay.
She's young.
I just saw a video where they looked like mother son, and it was weird.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about Timothy's casting, his performance in these two films, these couple Dune films?
I think that he's good
I
casting. I think
go-
especially with like I don't know the cultural implications
Yeah.
of him being Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah,
And like
I
in a
go back
way
and forth so
being
much.
This, like he's not like a messiah figure, but he is huge, right?
Oh, yeah.
He is a symbol for a lot of
Mhm.
people. And then to be cast as Paul, I think is interesting casting,
Mhm.
and I do think that he does a good job. It is an
Mhm.
insane character. Like,
yeah.
getting anybody to play
Mhm.
that would be crazy, and I think he managed it pretty well.
I go so back and forth on it, right?
You're just
Like,
a hater.
I feel bipolar sometimes. Like sometimes it's like it's everything. It works perfectly, and then other times it's like it's Timothy, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to look
It's
past
Timothy,
him.
and I feel like Dune 1, I've seen it so many times now that it's like, okay, that's Paul, you know?
Yeah,
So I think I'll need to rewatch Dune Part 2 a lot. And honestly, I think he does a lot better in Dune Part 2 even than Dune Part 1.
he has a lot bigger things to
And
do.
it was my biggest concern. I said it so many times going into it. Can he do Scary Paul?
Yeah,
And he kind of can. He
Yeah.
kind of can, man.
he gets there.
He does. Like that scene where he's fucking walking through and he's like really becoming the Messiah in the meeting of the war council, it's called.
Yeah,
And he's just going off, like
he's giving everybody their little
flexing
visions.
his prescience. That
Yeah.
goes insane, dude.
It's a great scene.
Yeah. And, he hits the silence pretty well. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
I mean,
Like
I
when he-
do think maybe like an unknown from Red Deer,
Ye-
somebody in the
yeah.
film program perhaps
Probably
could've-
LeCue.
Yeah, I think LeCue could have killed that
LeCue
role
could have killed that,
a
yeah.
little bit more.
Like,
I
you
think
seen
he's got
him?
a bit better of the look, like personally.
I'd say so. I'd
Um,
say so personally as well.
Yeah, I think he's good because he could still probably play 14 and you would believe it.
Probably, yeah.
I know recently he played a character's son.
A
pretty
literal
convincingly.
child.
A literal
Yeah.
child.
If I look at all my roles, played mostly children.
How much have you acted in?
I've actually acted a surprising amount this
Yeah.
semester.
Yeah.
I've been getting around. Mostly just extra parts, but I did the
Keep getting written roles for you.
and then recast
Yeah.
3 times now. 2 of them's
times.
literally me.
Yeah.
Literally
Like
me.
literally the character's name is Ethan.
Ethan LaQuire.
Yeah.
That's okay though. That's okay. It's a tough business.
It's a tough business.
But I acted in the Western, probably my best work, across Matto. Do you ever see that?
No, I don't. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. That was good.
I don't know how good my performance was there, but my quick draw was clean.
It was very clean, and I think the improv lines that was all very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about my cat
Yeah.
in that scene. Then, of course, I acted in the famous Peers, a great little film from our friend Graham,
Yep. Friend of the pod.
as Male Friend 2. From
Male peer too.
Yeah, Male Peer 2. From Ethan LaQuire to Male Peer 2. That's the trajectory of me. But I did have the best performance in the film.
And
I
to
had
be
the
fair, Male
punchline.
Peer 2 has a much bigger role than Ethan. Or
He
does
kind of
he?
does.
Like Ethan is
He
the
kinda
character
ha-
on the phone.
Yeah, who gets shot immediately when he comes in.
He's honestly like they need. They do still have some work to do in the edit to like
Mhm.
get with his voice and stuff.
Mm.
And I think that will boost his
Mm.
role in the film because right now, Male Peer 2 is a much more prominent character
Yeah.
than Ethan's character is.
Kinda is. It all works out in the end. I get the punchline. I'm the protagonist of the film.
Yep,
My improv kills. It's great.
you're at the start and end.
I am.
Therefore, you are the protagonist.
I am. What other roles have I acted in? Oh, I had a cameo in Troy's project.
Did you?
Yeah, he's like Ethan. Well, because I was also supposed to be Ethan LaQuire in that one.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
He took one of my line cook stories and wrote it into the film. and I got recast. That's, to be fair, I did sleep through auditions.
Yeah.
But I got a cameo in it. I was at the drug party. I was shirtless and covered in like baking powder. It's supposed to be cocaine.
Nice.
Ever show you those pictures?
No.
I'll need to show you those pictures. They're pretty crazy.
I was on a different day of those drug party scenes.
Yeah.
Boy.
My second role in a Troy film, both times shirtless.
He just loves getting you shirtless.
He does. I'm
That
worried
Troy
this
guy.
this next one it's gonna be like, okay, shirtless, pantless.
And it's just Troy with the camera.
Yeah, it's like Skeleton Crew, baby.
Oh, man.
What other roles? Outsiders. I was in the Outsiders project
Yep. That was good.
as Male Friend 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That
You're
one was
moving up in the
actually
world.
that one was actually so much fun too.
Yeah.
Going over the hill, running around, pretending to be little greaser gangsters.
Yeah.
It was so much fun. That's like probably my favorite role I've done.
What's your dream role?
My
Like for
dream
a
role?
student film?
Ethan.
Ethan?
Yeah.
You want to be written for a role and actually be
Yeah,
cast?
yeah. What else have I
That'd be
been?
pretty crazy.
Is that everything? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good amount.
And now Paul
And now Paul for Dune Messiah.
for Dune Messiah.
They recast.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They're actually
Timothy's not
remaking the
good.
first couple Dunes
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah.
They're like, Denis Canadian, LeCue is Canadian.
Canada wants in on that money. They're
They
like,
do.
Telefilm's like, we're going to finance Dune.
Tax
Denis,
credits go
We're giving
crazy.
you double the amount of money you had for the first Dune.
As long
do
as you
what you
get,
want.
as long as you get LeCue in there.
Yeah. That's our only thing. And also you have to film with an RDP crew.
That film would never get
oh
finished.
my god. We wouldn't get through a scene.
Yeah. But yeah, in the end, I do think Timothy brings it. I
Yeah.
think he succeeds enough. There's just sometimes when the performance wavers, it completely breaks the illusion, my verisimilitude, and it's like, fuck is Timothy doing on the planet of Arrakis? Planet known as
Everything else.
Dune. You know?
What did you think of? I think the only other piece of like maybe miscasting is Christopher Walken as the Emperor.
Here's my take. I see the vision. I see the fucking vision.
Yeah.
But he has 2 scenes and like 30 seconds of dialogue.
And he's also Christopher Walken.
But here's the thing. If he had more than 2 scenes, if he could actually play around with that character more, like he could have developed something. But the way it stands, the way he just is popping in and out, it's so
It
distracting.
feels like a glorified cameo.
Right? It's so distracting. But I think he has the look so well. And if
Isn't
he-
the Emperor supposed to be like really young looking?
Yeah, because spice expands life. But like, I still like the look regardless. I think
Yeah.
it's a good look. And if
He's a regal looking fella.
if he just had more to do, more to chew on, play around with it a little more, because like,
I wonder though if they like took some of him out too because
True.
they're like it's kind of
Yeah.
distracting.
Mhm.
Like
but it makes it more distracting in my opinion.
In a
the way
way.
he just like pops in and out, because it's like, oh, Christopher Walken.
yeah,
It's a Christopher Walken jump scare, And the voice is sometimes very Christopher Walken. It's like,
Yeah.
send assassins, kill the prophet.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love Christopher Walken, but
Hey,
he's
who
Christopher
doesn't?
Walken.
He is Christopher Walken.
He's great in Severance. He's very good in that show.
He's in Severance.
Yeah,
Damn, gotta watch Severance.
Severance is good. I
Yeah.
think Severance frustrated me a lot because it's one of those shows that like nothing happens.
Mhm.
Like if you watch it for like the plot
Mhm.
and not the vibes,
Yeah.
like they from beginning to the end, like there's no like real developments.
hmm
But it's got such like wonderful vibes, a really good
Okay.
cast. I hope season 2
And-
they bring the plot.
Is Severance the one with the great theme song?
I don't know. I don't remember the theme song. Severance is about like this. The plot is that when you're at home, you have like one personality, and when you're
I am
at
thinking
work,
of something completely
different
different. I
personality.
am thinking of that like rich people show.
it is kind of a rich person show.
Is it the really rich people?
Oh, you're thinking of the one with Brian Cox.
Yeah, I am. I'm
what
like,
is
nothing
that show?
happens in that show?
Yeah.
What?
No, the King Lear show.
What show is that?
Succession.
Secession. 2
Yeah.
S names.
Yeah.
Dude.
And Old Men.
That one has a great theme
It
song.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of Succession either.
Me
but-
neither. I'm like,
heard
fucking
it's great.
Christopher Walken's in Secession?
Yeah.
I was, so what? How have I not seen a screenshot of that?
Yeah.
Speaking of great shows, Dune Sisterhood.
Yeah, I was waiting for that to come up. Is that
I-
the new show that they're making?
HBO, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to save the future of Dune discussion to the end because I'm going to get a little heated.
I don't know that we need a Bene Gesserit
No, we don't.
show.
I want to save that discussion for the end because
I
we
think
still
they're
have.
in it the perfect amount, just a little bit sprinkled.
Yeah.
That's what they should be, just kind of in the background.
They're so sick, dude, in these movies. Like, they are done
Yeah.
so well. Let's talk about in the first movie. Their intro, I love the theme song they have. Like, the.
Yeah.
And they're coming down, and you see the high beam lights through the trees.
Yeah.
And it's like raining so hard. And then they come through, and they have like such distinct silhouettes.
Mhm.
It's awesome. And the gal they got from Moheim kills it.
Yes.
So hard.
Yeah.
Like, she is like perfect casting. The way she like says Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
It's awesome, you know?
And then they do the little hand thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fun.
It's so sick.
Would you die like an animal?
Yeah.
Probably.
I would fucking die on like instinct. I'd immediately like fuck out of here.
Yeah, you wouldn't even get your hand in
I'd be
before
like,
you draw it out.
yeah.
What's in there?
It'd be like
What's in there?
cold stone touch.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ah.
It hasn't even started
Yeah,
yet.
you fucking pussy.
You want another try?
You fucking pussy.
That's why you weren't Paul.
Damn it. No, I would die so hard in that test, I think.
Yeah.
I could not. Like, skin literally, like, basically melt, like,
You know,
burning.
even if I left my hand in, just like a little neck twitch.
Yeah.
Just, like, move a little bit. You prick yourself.
That'd be spasming. I'd be
You're just,
crying. I'd be, like, curled over crying. You know, my hand's burning off.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's why we're not the Messiah.
No, sir. Okay, and the Bene Gesserit inclusion in the second film kills so hard. One of my favorite scenes in the film is
The
with
little
Leia
thing.
Sado, you know, seducing Austin Butler, Federatha.
Yeah.
That scene is edited like so coolly.
Yeah.
Like the way she like just pops in and out, right? And they keep on like having all these jump cuts around her face with like synced with the ink explosion fireworks
Yeah.
outside. It's so effective in just showing how like their powers of seduction and just like really getting in the minds of their targets. It's so cool.
Yeah.
Like that scene is done so well. And then the parallels are awesome, you know, with him getting the Gom Jabard too.
And
you know?
I love the he liked it. He was
Yeah,
into it.
he was loving that. It's just great, like setting up the
Masochist.
parallels between Paulie and Fady.
Yeah.
Like just so.
Do you think that Fade was set up as enough of a threat in this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some of the writing around him is a little scuffed, but
Yeah.
I do think he's set up very well as a threat. That arena scene goes insane.
It does, but I also think like I think two of them were drugged. It's like whatever.
Hmm.
And then he kind of like he holds his own, but it's like close.
Oh,
with
yeah.
The other Atreides guy.
We
To
talk
me,
about
I
it.
feel like it should be. I feel like he should kind of clean the floor with them, like or like show that he's like playing with him a little bit more.
Well, he
it
was
could-
playing with him though.
Yeah, but not enough. Like there was like moments where it's like he.
There were moments, but like the way he was smiling and dancing around and calling off those creepy little demon guys, like he was in
Yeah.
full control. You
Yeah,
know.
That's true. I don't know.
And I'm so
maybe I need to see it again.
so in love with that scene, dude.
Yeah,
That
no,
scene
it's
is
a
like
good scene.
literal 10 out of 10.
I just think there needs to be
Everything.
a little bit more, like show him maybe in like battle or something.
I think
like show him killing a Fremen, like give him
yeah.
just a little more threat by the time
I
he gets
think
to Paul. Because
the-
I'm not it like, I don't doubt that Paul could kill this guy. I
Mhm.
know that the fight ends up going kind of a different way.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I
didn't feel he was.
The way to make him a more convincing threat is rewrite a little bit his operation on Arrakis because he comes in because he's replacing
You tried
Dave.
shooting them?
Yeah, have you tried using explosions?
Yeah.
It's so silly.
No.
So if they rewrote
Oh.
that a little bit to show his cunning and his viciousness, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just he used bombs.
Yeah.
So silly. It's like
I
fucking
think
Rabin
still
and
would have thought about that.
Vladimir smack their heads like, why didn't we think
Yeah.
of that?
Oh no shit.
Yeah. And it's like,
just kept trying to go in from the ground.
they should have showed how they found Siege Tabur. It like the way they set it up, it makes it seem like they always knew about it. They just didn't know how to fucking destroy it, right?
Mhm.
I don't know. That part felt a little ham-fisted, but they had to cut down a lot from the book.
Yeah, I mean it's still
So
like,
impressive.
a pretty long movie.
So impressive how much they were able to communicate in so little time
Yeah.
comparatively. Okay, that arena scene though, I have to jerk off this scene a little bit
Okay.
because it's perfect, literally perfect. Just
Great scene.
the set design, the choice
and
to
white.
use infrared for the black and white.
What do you mean they used infrared?
That's how they shot the scene. They used infrared cameras.
How does that work?
I don't know.
That's cool. Did you see that Harmony Korine's new movie is completely filmed in infrared?
I mean, after Dune Part 2, I'm all in.
No, but it's just like the heat colors. It's
I'm
not,
all in.
Yeah.
This is the future of cinema.
Harmony
It was
Korine.
so cool because like black would show up differently on the infrared camera, so they they had to redesign all the costumes
But the way that
in
I
like
understand
blue.
infrared is like it detects heat. Like it's
This is just what I've heard.
okay.
Infrared.
I cast doubt. I don't.
You don't think they did that?
I don't.
Pretty sure they did that.
I don't doubt that they did something like that. Like I know that that's how rangefinders work.
Mhm.
Like if you're a first AC, you
Mhm.
put like a rangefinder on the lens, and then you can like figure perfectly out where the actor is. You do the distance.
Oh damn.
So I wouldn't be surprised if that was happening. Like
Mhm.
they had an infrared camera, like technically there, but
Mhm.
like they're still shooting on digital or on
Stop
film.
doubting Denis.
I don't understand how that
It
would
looks
work.
sick though.
Somebody put in the comments, or Ethan
looks
has to send me
sick.
like an essay about
It
how
looks sick.
the science of this.
Looks
It looks sick. I
Let me
don't
nerd out.
I just don't understand how they could have filmed
And then
it
they get the
infrared.
guy
Like-
from the first movie.
Yeah.
The guy who puts up a fight is literally in the first movie. He's like the fourth Atreides general in the background of every scene.
Yeah.
And he puts up such a badass final stand. It's
He does.
awesome. And I love that scene. Just like they're like prize animals in a Roman Colosseum, the last remnants of House Atreides. It's crazy. So sick. And just the designs of everyone and the weird little chants they do and the weird little demons in the arena. It is just so effective, man. Like, I thought David Lynch was having fun with the Harkonnens. Oh
He
my
was.
lord. Denis was having so much fun with the Harkonnens.
He didn't give them little pets though.
They have Spider Pet.
Where that's true.
Yeah.
But where was the hairless cat
That's
that
true.
he had to milk
To get his cure.
to get his cure?
Thuffware.
That
No,
is such
no
a great-
Thuffware.
I hope that's a deleted scene. I hope there's a little deleted scene. He's just milking a cat, a hairless cat
In infrared.
in infrared. Yeah. You can't even tell what's going
yeah.
on. What the fuck is this?
That's another sick part of this movie. Just the differing like color temperatures is
Mhm.
so cool. Such a distinct look. Like you open in like such a deep orange. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah,
So
it's like-
saturated.
I was like, as we started this movie, I was like, is the first Dune this saturated? I
It
think
didn't.
it probably is.
It never got that saturated. that
Really?
movie.
Okay.
No. Yeah. And I think that was just because it was supposed to be the way the moons were going over the sun.
I see.
Oh, I love the shot of the two moons over the sun. It's
Just
so
like Star
effective.
Wars.
Does Star Wars have two moons?
It has twin suns.
It's fucking stupid.
It's pretty cool.
It's fucking dumb.
Probably it is dumb, like scientifically, but it looks cool.
No, it
Those
doesn't.
like Tatooine shots.
No, it looks sick. I
look
can't
sick.
lie. I can't lie. I can't
Some
lie.
great special effects in those Star Wars movies.
Okay, well, we're
Star
not
Wars 4 is,
here
like,
to
really
talk
good.
about Star
Star
Wars.
Wars: A New Hope is a great movie.
No, it ain't.
It is.
Dune is a good movie. No, Star Wars is goated.
Yeah. Don't even lie.
4, 5, 6, goated. 4 and 5 goated.
4 and 5 goated.
6 good.
6 is good. It's a good. It's
Prequels,
A good finale.
Sequels.
Literally every other Star Wars property.
Literally. Yeah. Last Jedi, okay.
No.
I like Last
There's
Jedi
so many
kind of.
stupid things in Last Jedi.
Yeah, there is. There really is.
I think
But
people who defend Last Jedi are just like, they're Star Wars haters who are like, I don't know. They just want to be contrarians to people that like Star Wars.
is that what you're accusing me of here?
I am, because I feel like every time we talk about Last Jedi, which is not a lot,
Mhm.
but I feel like I sway you more and more, kind of, to it being a bad movie. Like, it looks great. It's a pretty
I think
movie.
what they're doing with Luke though is genuinely
I
worthwhile.
like that, but that's like 10 minutes of a 2.5-hour movie.
That's true. That's true. But it's cool as hell.
It's interesting.
And it's like, I think for the sequels, for this Disney property that is so enslaved to the nostalgia and to the status quo, to actually change it up a little, I think is genuinely worth
and
consideration.
then they just give it up, but like
I
they
know.
don't.
That's the thing. It's so tough to say that when in the next movie they rewrite it
Yeah.
all. But
Does
that
Luke
movie
show
does-
up in number 9? has like a Force ghost or anything? Remember Leia's in it, and Hannah's in it. Han is in it.
Did I see that movie?
Spice is mentioned in that movie often, so it's in
Yeah,
the
I've seen
Dune
that
canon.
movie.
There's like a whole bunch of Spice Runners.
I like Last Jedi. I don't know if I'm just
When
a
was the last
contrarian.
time you watched Last Jedi?
Been a long time.
Probably in the theater.
No. Oh, and I also think
It's a yearly
visually that movie's sick.
Yeah.
Like with the fucking red planet.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
like
white
that.
and red.
Yeah,
That is sick.
with like the salt.
And
Have
the
you-
casino bit is awesome.
No, it's like stupidest thing
It's
in like, any
awful.
movie ever.
It's genuinely awful, but like
They like free the horses.
there's so many goofy aliens in that scene. And I love my
Yeah,
goofy
that's fun.
aliens. I love my goofy
I don't know.
aliens. Yeah, no, not the greatest
Star
movie.
Wars.
Like when I say
Ethan's a Star Wars defender.
when I say it's a good movie that I like, it's like 6 out of 10, maybe 7 at
Okay.
most. It's not a great film,
Yeah,
but there's
I don't know.
greatness in it, and it makes me sad.
there could be greatness in it.
I think there's
It's like
greatness.
potential,
I think there's greatness in there.
potential energy. They just need to drop the ball. They need to. I don't know. They should just
Yeah.
let Star Wars die.
Oh yeah. I think the film discourse universe would be a better place without Star Wars.
We wouldn't have Rebel Moon though.
That's true. That'd be a big loss.
Did you watch the trailer for part 2?
I haven't. We could do a live viewing to end this off at some point.
We could.
I feel like we barely talked about Dune.
Yeah, Dune's good.
Dune's amazing, man.
Like 5 out of 10.
How do we feel about the changes to the source material?
I mean the biggest one is like Chani having agency, which
Sick
is a great
change.
change.
It
I'm
killed
curious to see
how they
what they'll
write.
do.
How does she come back?
Because it's like that they kind of wrote it into a corner a little.
Yeah,
Bit, where it's like everybody knows they gotta have a kid.
yeah.
Um,
But I trust Anita to write that with some finesse. I trust him.
Yeah.
Like there's enough
Better
conscious.
writer than like Nolan.
There's enough. Yeah, definitely. There's enough conscious, like smart writing here.
Yeah.
Like with the rewrites with Chani specifically, that
Yeah.
I trust him enough to write that in a tasteful way. Why she would come back? Because it's so smart.
I'm
to
so
change.
worried that it'll just be like, but I'm so in love.
Yeah, just like love cures all kind of writing.
I see that this was the only way that you could do it.
How would she come back?
I don't know. I it's not my place to worry about it.
Some sort of like necessity with like the Fremen people. I feel, I don't know. Cross that bridge when we get to it.
Exactly.
But the
Maybe they'll just
rewrite-
forget that she left.
Yeah, she's just chilling with
She's just
them.
there. She's like,
They got
"Actually, I've been here
together.
the whole
They
time."
hooked up together off screen again.
Yeah, they made up.
Yeah, they made up. They had some
They're
crazy.
gonna have a conversation that was like, man, remember 3 weeks ago when we had that great, like, really in-depth conversation
Yeah.
and we made up and you apologized.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, they're gonna have some excellent breakup sex and just get back together.
And there will be Leto Jr.
Yeah, they got rid of the first Leto from this film.
Yeah,
Tragic. Makes sense. It's a lot.
there's already a lot in this movie. Yeah,
They
don't
dropped.
need
They
it.
dropped both babies from the film.
Yeah, and that was.
That was tough, but I
It
think
was the right choice.
so
Ultimately,
necessary.
The right choice.
So necessary.
So sad though.
It was pretty sad.
There better be a 12-year-old dating Duncan though.
I think she's at least 14. Hopefully.
I mean, they cast Anya, so it's like obviously they're gonna get her back.
Yeah.
She's too old.
She will be a tool.
She's too old.
I'm fine with her being an adult though.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It is a good change, but it's just like another interesting like element into the book. I feel like seeing it on screen would be like really icky. Like I couldn't.
Mhm.
I don't think it would translate.
There's a lot of stuff with Herbert's writing that's like that too.
Yeah.
Like I'm so glad they got rid of like all the homophobic stuff from the original book with the
Yeah.
Harkonnens. Like it's just icky, very icky.
I wish they had more of it.
Yeah. You saying that now to the audience?
That's what the person that was sitting next to me. He
Mm.
like leaned into my ear and he said, "I wish there was more homophobia in this." film."
Jake and Matt, huh?
I didn't say that.
Wow.
No, we saw it a couple of times. It could have been anybody.
Could have been anyone.
Yeah.
I was singing a different row from you guys because I could not have you guys ruining that experience for me.
Well, I mean, you were sitting in a row on your own because you were jerking off the whole time.
Yeah.
Everybody got really uncomfortable.
Well,
and
I don't
left.
care about you guys. It's for me.
Yeah.
This movie's for me.
It's for you.
When they remake this movie with me, I expect you guys to be jerking off in the theater.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't even worry.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Don't even worry.
Dude, that's
Clean that theater so many times.
that scene where Paul kills Baron Harkonnen, though. To talk about that rewrite is so cold. He just marches in, barely says anything, and it sticks him in the throat.
So great.
Baron's like trying to climb
But
up
what
to
if
get
it
to
had
the
been
throne.
a fetus?
If it had been a fetus, if it had been a toddler who can
Wah!
talk
She
like an
gets-
adult,
Gets birthed out and then kills the Baron.
yeah, who kills him with a gom jabbar? It's pretty cool, but we still get the line like "you died like an animal." It's pretty
Yeah.
sick, pretty sick.
Yep.
And we get to see the Gurney and Beast Rabin little fight.
Thanos versus Drax rematch.
Huh?
It's because Josh Brolin plays Thanos.
Uh-huh.
And of
Oh,
course,
and Dave Bautista
he
plays
Drax.
the green guy.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, that's awesome.
Yep. They
It's an
got a
MCU
rematch.
movie.
It's an MCU movie. Just saying.
Epic.
Now I care about it.
Now
there's something to discuss.
There's something sick about this film. But that scene's awesome because it's like built up in the book, and we never kind of see that confrontation. And
Yeah.
even though it's a really quick scene, it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
And we hear the Caladan bagpipes a little bit. It's awesome. Josh Brolin, like perfect casting.
Oh, he's so good in this.
So much perfect casting. I love
I love
Dave
Josh
Bautista.
Brolin in anything too.
He's so
He's
good.
great in everything.
Oh my
I see.
god. Yeah, No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
Men in Black 3.
The casting goes so insane in this movie. Other than like Timothy, which is like wavers a little bit, I think like Christopher. I think everyone else is pretty fucking good. You know,
Pretty spot on.
good. Like Stellan Skarsgård, perfect Baron. Like that's my favorite character in both movies. He's always just
Yes.
like so entertaining to watch, so intimidating, such a presence.
Yeah.
If he's in a scene, you know he's there.
Yeah.
Until he's just crumpled on the steps. It's great, like juxtaposition.
Yeah, no, it's got a great cast.
Austin Butler as Fade. I was pretty worried
Everybody
going
was
into
worried,
it.
and then he killed it. He did it.
Absolutely murdered it. So entertaining. I love how much he's like smirking and having fun with it.
Doesn't
awesome.
have that much of the Elvis voice. Pretty
Not too much.
good. He is a cartoon character.
I love the
But
made
he's
a
fun.
knife, chip, and shatter.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's just having fun.
Cousin.
You
Okay.
fought well, Atreides. It's sick as fuck. Dave Bautista, Beast Robin, pretty good. Nothing crazy, but fun.
Yeah, I still want to see him in like a
Yeah.
movie where he can really shine.
Some range.
Because he talks about how great of an actor he is.
Does he?
You got to prove it. Yeah.
I like him. YMS in his Dune Part 2 video made this comparison. You ever heard of Tourette's guy on YouTube? He's like a classic meme.
No.
Oh, well, Dave Bautista's performance in this like sounds quite a bit like
Okay.
that guy, and it's so
Nice.
distracting. I
Once you
can't
hear it.
Yeah, I cannot unhear it. Who else is perfect class? Fucking Javier Bardem Stilgar.
Yeah,
Dude,
pretty good.
best part of this movie. They like write him to be a comic character.
Yeah.
Like a comic
Such
relief.
a devout
Which, like,
believer.
if you had told me that before going into this, I would have been pissed. I'm like, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
But the way they play it is fucking perfect because it plays off like the absurdness of just devoted faith and belief,
Yep.
right? And just how comical that is, right?
Yep.
And they build it up, and you're going along. Oh, it's like funny, right? You don't feel the severity
Yeah.
of this until you're in it.
And he's constantly like networking. Like he's telling
Yeah.
everybody like, oh, he is the Messiah.
Yeah,
Like, it is
yeah,
a sign.
and it's
Like,
funny. It's lighthearted, right?
is,
like
but
we're getting into the
once you
Fremen
get there-
community, and then all of a sudden he's bleeding, lying on the floor, begging Paul, his god, to kill him, and it's
Yeah.
like, this isn't funny anymore. This
Nope.
is like scary. Like just how this devoted belief can go from so absurd, comical, not real, to like just kill me. You know,
Yeah.
you must kill me to continue. My life is worth so little in the face of
Yeah.
such greatness. And then
Well,
when
I
you
love-
consider the implications of all the like
gonna
engineering that's gone into this with the Bene Gesserit, it's
Yeah.
so icky, but awesome.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I was gonna say. Oh, I love all the like Paul lines too. Like,
Mhm.
when he's like going back, he's like, I wouldn't cut off my arm before going into battle. Like,
Yeah.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about? Stilgar, get up.
Yeah.
Fuck
Get up,
you.
Stilgar.
Yeah.
Just be for real. And like Stilgar's arc in the later books, his disillusionment with like Paul and what the Fremen become under
Yep.
his guidance is so good. Like the opening of Children, where he's like considering killing the Messiah's children.
Yeah.
Because like, oh my God, that character once fully realized, if we get to Children, is gonna be like so powerful. Like just the juxtaposition of this comic character to just this broken man who's had his
Yep.
culture and people eroded before his eyes by the man
So
that he brought up.
Propped up.
You know, like
He vouched
fuck,
for him.
that is. It's epic. It's biblical. I love it.
Paul would have been so dead without you, still, God.
You would have been, yeah. You could have been like, whoop,
Yeah.
kill him.
Go
Done
back
one
in
of
the desert.
Done one
Or
of
just
those like weird little. Love all those. Love
Yeah.
all those so
There wasn't
much.
as much of that in this one, which is too bad.
In the
number
second
2.
part?
Yeah.
I felt like there was more almost. I noticed more in this one.
Huh. Maybe
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. Man, he is so perfect in this movie. Like the Fremen people are done so fucking well in this. Like they feel like such a vivid culture and people, you
Yeah.
know, just through like all the stuff with the southern and northern people, you know,
Yeah.
how like lighthearted they feel sometimes, because like it'd be very easy to display this as like a hard, you know,
Mhm. Super harsh.
yeah, cold society, which
Yeah.
would make some sense because, you know, this planet.
Warrior society.
But like, you know, there's those lighthearted moments of like bonding and family and friends.
I love all the like of Channy's friends and stuff.
Yeah.
They're, like making fun
Yeah.
of her. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you like him. Like
It's
it's
great.
fun.
It's such a great characterization.
yeah. We haven't talked that much about Channy and Paul's relationship either.
It's done
It is
so well.
perfectly done. Like so
like
well
it makes me
cast.
cry every
And
time
so-
I watch it, just
Yeah.
because like they genuinely have chemistry. Zendaya
Yeah.
fucking murders it.
Yeah.
I was worried about her when I first heard
Yeah.
her casting. She murders it. She's so good in this.
Yep.
You know, like she delivers lines like how, you know, this child, you know, she's also like a teenager too, right?
Yeah.
In this crazy situation, who's dating the Messiah, you know,
Yeah.
who's like trying to be true to her people, but she's in love with this figure. Like, just conveys
She's in love
that.
with the man. She's not in love with
Yeah,
the figure.
that confusion so much. It's great.
Yep.
It's awesome, man.
then she leaves.
kills it. Yeah, women be leaving,
Women be leaving.
unfaithful.
God damn it. And
Yeah.
she's just a liar. She
Yeah.
said she'd be there forever. What the fuck?
It also helps that Paul and Channy's love theme is like such an amazing track.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think it's called like A Time of Quiet or A Time of Stillness on Spotify, but like it's so beautiful. So gorgeous.
The score is great in this one as well. I feel like the score is maybe like a little too present, like to the point of distracting in the first one.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's pretty well integrated.
Pretty clean. Yeah.
I have only seen it twice though, so
Mhm.
maybe I would notice it a little bit more.
I think it's done pretty fucking well.
Also,
yeah.
after watching like Snyder Cut, you know, I feel like my expectations for
Yeah.
like too much score has gone way up. Right? Where
How many
it's-
times can you hear that Wonder Woman sting? And
Yeah. I, in fact, because like that movie came out around the same time as Dune Part
Mm-hmm.
1, I like thought that sting was in Dune.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
They're pretty similar.
They are
yeah.
pretty similar.
I kind of like the Wonder Woman theme song
It
though.
just- it's
it's
just
just overused.
it's like
it's kind of badass.
every scene.
It's badass.
Every
it's just
time she comes in.
overused.
Every time there's like a woman on screen, they do the Wonder Woman theme.
I
It's
know.
like, wow.
But it's kind of sick.
Nah.
It's a sick theme.
It
but
is, but it's like, okay,
Yeah.
dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, that's
It's a
very
general
fair.
note for Zack Snyder.
Yeah, he
Take it
needs.
back.
My general note is stop working.
I like him as a person.
Me too. But stop making movies. Go skateboard.
Go skateboard. I don't know.
Go-
Start a podcast.
Get on our. We are looking for a third co-host, so
Yeah.
Zachy
Zach,
boy.
you're welcome.
Yeah, get on here.
We will shit on your movies.
We'll shit on them, but we'll be your boys.
I would love to do a commentary track with Zack Snyder on a Zack Snyder film. We should do. It would be fun to do Army of the Dead
Yeah.
because that's like
Yeah.
probably my least favorite Snyder movie.
Did not see that one.
It's so bad.
Speaking of great Dave Bautista performances, though.
Oh my god, yeah. No, that movie is terrible and like has
Yeah.
the depth of field of like a pin. It's like impossible to see anything that's happening.
That's epic.
Oh.
Gotta check that out.
It's on Netflix. Netflix exclusive.
That's how you know it's a good film.
Yeah. It's assigned quality, just like Power of the Dog. It's not up there anymore. You have it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got your movies.
Yep.
I gotta get
Got
on
a couple
those.
of mine. Yeah, you're running out of time.
Dude, gotta get on David's first though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking to David about that. He's like, I gotta watch those Cronenberg movies.
Yeah, fuck. God damn it. Oh, what was I gonna say about Dune? It's perfect.
What do you give it?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I
think
just-
I gave it a 9.
It's so close to being perfect. There's just a few things. What were those few things again?
The lack of homophobia.
Black I'd say my first watch, I thought the consequences of Paul's actions weren't telegraphed enough, but on a few rewatches, it's
But
like,
I also think that it's good that they're not.
Mhm.
Like that's
And I
like,
think they're
that's
healthily-
a better reveal. Like
yeah. But also, Frank Herbert, his intentions, were a little different post Dune. He's like, I
Yeah.
wish. So it's complicated, but I honestly think they do explain it pretty well. Oh yeah, my one genuine criticism is they should have gone much harder on the visions in this movie. The visions are pretty weak sauce.
Yeah.
Like the nuke one's sick, but like you have
Do more.
so much rich imagery you could pull from
And
with
it's
like
also,
where
like,
he
The
goes.
vision is like pretty much the same scene,
Yeah,
right? Like 3 times.
yeah. Like you could have gone so crazy. You could have done anything with that.
Did you run out of money, Denis?
Yeah, what's going on, bitch boy?
Fuck.
Sorry, I love you, Denny.
Come on the pod.
Come on the pod.
We speak French.
Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
I got Duolingo, family clan from
Je
Graham.
m'appelle Denis.
Je m'appelle Ethan. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Come
Bonjour.
on, the
No, he
crypto-
speaks English.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, we're Gucci.
He's Quebecois. I just want
I
to respect his
love,
culture.
speaking of Denis as a person, I love the bromance between him and Nolan. It's very
Oh,
cute.
yeah?
It's very cute. They're just boys, and they're constantly like just hyping the shit out of each other's movies.
Yeah.
Because like they're pretty much the same.
They're very similar.
Same director.
Yeah.
I think Denis clears Nolan personally, but
Yeah.
because Denis knows how to fucking adapt a script, really
Denis-
well.
Denis understands women are people.
Yeah. Denis doesn't write his stuff, does he?
I don't think so.
Then there you go. Yeah.
I mean, Denis famously says he hates dialogue.
Yeah. Fucking,
is
he's
good.
a cinematic director, right? I love his visual storytelling.
Mhm.
Like with Nolan, I think he's made Oppenheimer's a masterpiece.
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight's a masterpiece. And
I like Memento.
Inception. I'd say Inception's pretty good.
I haven't seen Inception in a long time.
Yeah, I think like just for a Nolan spy movie, it's like kind of perfect for what
Yeah.
it needs to be.
You have fun. I have fun with Nolan movies, though.
Yeah, I have fun,
Generally.
but like Denis movies, he makes masterpieces back to back to back.
Yeah. I know people have a lot of problems with Blade Runner 2049.
I haven't
and
seen that one yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember really liking it, but I was
Mhm.
also like in grade 10.
Oh yeah, perfect grade 10 movie.
Yeah, so I should rewatch it and get back to you. Get back to the
Yeah.
haters. Maybe you're right. But yeah, I mean, Arrival is really good.
Yeah. Fuck.
I
Arrivals.
always forget that. Like,
Arrivals genuinely.
forget that that's like a Denis movie. Because
Arrival.
I feel like I associate Denis with Nolan too much.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Nolan would have liked the idea of Arrival and like
Mhm.
the kind of things it does with time.
Oh yeah,
But
definitely.
it would have been so much worse as a Nolan film.
Yeah.
Like it would have lost all those like these human elements and
yeah.
like
I feel like they have different like similar but different pitfalls as directors. Like
Yeah.
obviously Nolan's pitfalls are like his writing, exposition, how he writes
Yeah.
women.
yeah.
I feel like
When you
Denis.
say these things in a row, you're like, wow, does this guy make good movies like at all? But it's like, yeah, no, Nolan
No,
movies are
they're
solid.
sick.
Yeah.
It's just don't think about them too hard, right? But like I feel
And-
like the pitfall with Denis movies are like I think sometimes they're a little too streamlined, if that makes sense. Like they just are a little too sanitized. Like they don't have like character sometimes or personality. They feel
Yeah.
too kind of like formulaic almost,
I
like
agree.
prestige formulaic,
I
which
agree.
sounds like such a weird criticism, but like sometimes it don't hit how it should be.
I think Denis.
I don't know how
he
to
doesn't
explain
have
it.
Those like moments of reflection. Like his
Mhm.
movies they're pretty fast.
Yeah.
Like, and that's what I'm a little worried about Messiah.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's so
you gotta take your
different
time.
than
You
these
gotta take
other
your time.
Dune films. Like I wouldn't mind maybe going to a different director.
Yeah. Me.
Give it to Marty.
Marty. Yeah. Lynch.
Give it back to Lynch.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Like, I
Lynch
think
wouldn't do it.
I think Denis is a really fantastic director, but
Mhm.
like just sometimes his movies just feel a little boring. Maybe I don't don't know if that's the right way to say it.
I don't know
Just
that I've
like-
seen enough Denis to like generalize, or like I can't think of enough.
I've
and
liked all the Denis
perhaps
movies
that's
I've
a
seen too.
criticism.
It's just like in my mind they like just meld together a little too much in my
Yeah.
opinion, right? They're just a little too like boom 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 boom. Except for the Dunes. The Dunes stand out completely, of course, because I'm so Dune pilled.
Yeah.
What am I talking about though? Like Sicario's awesome, you know. Prisoners is so good. On Sunday is amazing. That one actually, I'd recommend that one.
Okay.
Like an earlier Denis, like a French Canadian one he did.
I'll add it to the
Very
list.
very different from his other ones. And Arrival's fucking so amazing.
Yeah.
Like I always think of Arrival, and every time I think about it, I'm like, oh god, that movie's even better than I thought it was. You
I
know,
don't think of Arrival often though. Like I don't know.
it hits me a
doesn't
lot.
Stick with me
It
the
hits me
same
a
way.
lot, man.
Yeah.
Just that final sequence with Amy Adams' like narration and the theme song. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
No, I like it every time I watch it, but it kind of like I watch it, and even if I'm like fully locked into it, it just kind of like
Goes over you like
me.
water.
Yeah, it's like
Which I feel
that
like
was
is the
nice.
issue with Denis. It's like it don't.
It's like that was a good movie.
It doesn't have that character, so it don't fucking latch into your heart. Maybe
Yeah,
I don't know. It's complicated.
he's still young.
He is still young. He's such a good sci-fi director.
Hmm.
And Dune is so amazing, visually flawless, genius casting. Like the sound design is so fucking good.
Yeah,
Like seeing this in IMAX, my third IMAX movie, just incredible, man.
how would you rank your IMAX films? Fast X number
Fast
one.
X, Dune, Oppenheimer,
Yeah,
because we didn't get the film the first time we saw it.
bullshit.
The one projector in the world that was not working,
Yeah,
Calgary.
should have come to Edmonton.
Should have come to
Edmonton
Edmonton.
stays winning.
It does. Edmonton
See,
does
that's
stay
70
winning lately.
millimeter. It does. We just watched Hey Victor as well.
Hey Victor is
A
so
great
good. Yeah, we can
Antonian
we can
film.
hit that. You know, Jake gave Love Lies Bleeding and Hey Victor the same score.
Which is crazy.
What are we doing here, Jake? Jake.
Yeah.
Jakey.
Which one of these movies will you remember for
Yeah.
the rest of your life?
Love Lies Bleeding.
Of course.
Yeah.
You'll remember that giant woman.
What do we even say about Love Lies Bleeding? I don't want to even talk about it, but I feel like we're entitled to say something.
Yeah, we did a double feature on Tuesday, and like,
It should have been about the bodybuilder. Cut out most of that movie and make it about the bodybuilder.
I love Ed Harris's hair. It's very
Love the
distracting.
hair.
Yeah, I
write,
don't know.
Write the characters. Get
Yeah.
the fuck rid of that one fucking girl in that movie. I despise her character so much. She's the most one note. I hate characters that are written just purely to be annoying. Like
I think if Kristen Stewart is the lead, and
Mhm.
like we're seeing it through her perspective,
Mhm.
and we see this character through Kristen
Mhm.
Stewart, I think it works. I think that character works being so shallow
But
and being so like
we
that.
jump between the two perspectives.
I know, and that's why it
Yeah.
doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
It's because we're supposed to have like an almost more objective view the way that
Yeah.
the movie is shown.
I think why I don't like it is because like every time that character pops up, it's like
We're talking about like Kristen Stewart's
like X.
or just like I don't know what their relationship.
She's like in love with her, like
Yeah.
her fanboy, her fangirl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And every time she pops up, I'm like, this is gonna be a cheap trick. You know, they're gonna write this character purely with the intention of annoying us. You know, give her no characterization. It's such
I thought
lazy
her
writing.
casting was very good.
Oh, amazing
she
casting.
That part.
I just think it's such lazy, cheap, gimmicky writing. I hate it. It
There
pisses
was a
me
lot
off.
of this movie.
It was, yeah. But it sucks because there's like actually some genuinely like great stuff between our two leads and their like romance.
The first scene between them is bad though. Like the first scene where they're talking and then
Oh, they
Kristen
do
Stewart
that.
brings out the gear.
It's a little rough.
I was like the editing. Like if this is the rest of the movie, like this is
I
bad.
thought the chemistry was fine though between.
I thought the
two,
chemistry was
yeah.
fine, but just I remember like the edit was like so boring, and it was just that they were just both sitting on the ground, like nothing was happening,
Yeah.
and they were having like an exposition talk. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, like let's
God,
let's move on. I don't care.
Oh, there's so many different like plots and little details in that movie that feel like they're building towards something like well written, but it
It's the
wasn't.
and the movie looks really nice too. The
Yeah.
whole time you're like, this could be.
It kind of just leads to like an absurd moment, which is very funny and fun, but
and then
like
the movie needed to end.
yeah.
It
but-
ends literally 2 minutes too late.
Here's my take. I'm like, this is not what the movie was building up to. It was not this moment. I wish the movie was building up to this moment, right? You know what I mean? Like if it was a Jackie focused
That's
film.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
it should have been a Jackie-focused film. That moment would have hit, you know. Instead, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
I even think like the final confrontation, like they
So
tease the
mid.
FBI, like the FBI
Yeah.
needs to be there.
It's so plot
You can't-
holy, man.
Like you bring it up in the first act, and you bring it up like in the second act at the very end,
Yeah.
and then they're just gone.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, the
And,
police should be figuring this out.
There's
Should
a
be
moment where
tailing
they,
Ed
for
Harris.
sure, should have been tailing the main girl, right?
And Ed Harris as well.
Yeah.
Like, they have so much
so
evidence
much
on
of the
this guy
plot
now.
would have just been like, that's over. And
They
I usually do not care about plot holes at all in movies.
I feel
but,
like they
it's
just call attention
glaring.
to it so
It's
much.
Yeah, because it's a very like detail oriented. Like they hammer in those details over and over.
It's like the two stupidest cops in the world too. They
Yeah.
go into this like room where somebody has been freshly killed.
Yeah, right behind them.
Like literally right behind
Yeah.
them. And there's like a cat that's like been going up.
Mhm.
There's like
Licking the blood
expanding
that's
pool
pooling
of
out.
blood. And they like you see a character at one point like walks and like
Yeah,
clearly should
you
have
could
seen
see
behind
that.
the
Why is
couch.
there fucking half a meter gap between the couch
with
and the wall?
And there's like hair coming out of it.
Yeah, why
It's
is there
like,
a human-shaped rug tucked behind there?
what are we doing?
Weak film.
Rose glass.
Saint Maud. I've
Him
also
directed.
seen.
Better?
It's like, you know, I liked it when I watched it. I gave it a 4 stars, which I saw and I was shocked by because that is like the most A24 middling movie when I
Yeah.
think about it, you
I
know?
watched the trailer for it and was like, yeah, this is A24.
We watched like a trailer before the movie that felt like a fake A24 trailer.
It was about like a fake, or not a fake, but just
An
like a girl
island.
with powers comes
Yeah.
to this island,
It
and then she
kinda-
loses powers.
Kind of neat, but the style is just so bland at this point. The A24
I feel like they-
style.
I feel like they just brought that trailer to like a trailer house, and they're like
Oh,
A24 style.
that's a fair point, yeah.
Like I'm gonna wait. Maybe the movie will be interesting.
So interesting how like a style can develop from a studio, and that's like
Mhm.
the term A24 is going to become synonymous with like a type of horror film. You know,
Yeah.
like that's such an interesting development. It's cool though.
Yeah, I like that A24 has that brand. Like
Mhm,
they've
yeah.
done a good job at
Like
branding
they hit
themselves and-
quite well when they hit. You know.
Yeah, and most of their movies are good.
Yeah.
Like A24 is a pretty good sign that you're going into a good.
Even
movie.
like the middling kind of like A24 generic horror films, it's still a fun time. I think I really
Yeah.
loved Men when I first watched it, and in reflection, it's not that great,
Yeah.
but still a really fun theater watch because it's a wild A24 movie.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
this movie was A24 as well. Love Lives Bleed.
Okay, and it's still a fun
Um,
watch. You know,
Yeah, there are
like
some,
I
there are
had
some fun
I
moments.
had quite a bit of fun with this
and
movie.
it's very like it's a different movie.
Yeah,
Like what's
yeah.
normal in theaters.
I haven't seen a ton of lesbian romance films, and it's cool to see, or like
Yeah, and where it goes.
woman bodybuilder films.
Yeah.
so it's cool.
Surrealism.
Yeah.
But it's just not that good.
Nope, 6 out of 10. Probably
Maybe
a
a
5.
five.
Yeah.
Probably a 5.
Hey, Victor, though.
Hey Victor.
Same rating.
Hey Victor.
Hey, Victor. Am I allowed to do that?
Sure. You say that you have some indigenous blood.
Yeah, I
You
think
get
so.
to. I should present you with an Indian status card.
You should.
God, that's such a funny joke. I love that.
I'm actually Cherokee.
Yeah. Oh,
Such
man.
a funny movie. You
Such
want to
a
intro
great
this
movie.
film? I feel like you're
Sure, yeah.
equally
So,
disposed to intro.
Hey Victor follows Cody Lightning, a former like child star, as he tries to like rejuvenate his career by making the sequel to the movie that he
Mhm.
was famous for. And it is so funny. It's an
Yeah.
Edmonton movie,
Yeah.
and there are so many just like Edmonton
My
locations.
best friend is in this movie.
Yep. Shout out the second AC for this film.
Elise. My best friend.
And is in the movie.
Literally in the movie.
Literally in the
so
movie.
sick.
You gotta clap when
It's so
they come on.
weird seeing someone you know on the screen
Especially like
in the
Red Deer.
Galaxy
It's like,
cinemas.
this is a real movie. Like,
Yeah. And there
you
they
in
are.
it. And it's so cool.
From 48 Hour Film Festival to Hey Victor.
Yep.
Cool development.
Yeah. Your BFF.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I've worked on the same crew as that person before. We've
Oh yeah, we've been on the same crew.
I've worked. Yeah, I've been around.
Oh yeah, I worked
And,
with I worked with someone who worked on Hey Victor.
Going
yeah.
back to my acting career, I can now say I've acted with the Paw Patrol guy because
Oh,
he
yeah.
he was the main guy in that film.
Yeah.
Will, he's like he played. Was it the movie he played Paw Patrol?
Yep,
in?
the movie.
Yeah. Wow.
with Kim Kardashian.
Wow. I've acted
He
alongside.
knows Kanye West.
Does he?
He probably no, he doesn't, but that's what because he acted in the Paw Patrol movie
Yeah.
with Kim K.
Does he know Kim K?
And so obviously they know each other. They're BFFs because he's like.
I
the
wonder
lead
if they would
of
have
Paw
met.
Patrol. Probably at the premiere.
Damn.
So it's
I'm one person away from Kim K. Why have I? Why? RDP, man.
One person away from Scorsese.
RDP.
You're like 1 degree away from everybody in the
I
world.
know. I could
it's
like
such a small world.
I have 2 degrees away from Kanye West.
Yeah.
Like I could track that directly. And yeah, I've acted alongside Paw Patrol guy.
Yeah.
We've been scene partners.
We've been scene partners.
Yeah.
He said I was a better actor than Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a great movie.
It is so
Hey,
funny,
Victor.
man. Like genuinely, Cody Lightning's because it's all improv most of this film.
It's a lot of improv. Yeah.
Like he kills it. Like his
Yeah.
facial expressions, how he reacts to stuff. You know.
Just like I don't know, his like body, just like the way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
he, like holds himself
Mhm,
is so great.
mhm. The way he walks into a room,
Yeah.
right? You know.
He has like this great energy.
Yeah, and like just always his chemistry with everyone in the film is amazing too. Like his
Yeah.
uncle, it's awesome.
Yeah.
The first AD.
And like his best friend, the white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Cherokee.
Yeah,
Really,
that
to
was
a
a
Cherokee
great role.
princess. That is such a fun.
My like one of my only issues with this film is it like feels a little overly sentimental sometimes and how like somehow the plot develops, but it
Yeah.
could have been much worse because I thought they
Yeah.
were gonna do a love arc with Grace
Yeah.
and Cody. I was preparing myself because they had one line where it's like I love you.
Yeah.
And it's like no, but they keep it
As
platonic.
friends.
They keep it platonic.
What did you think of
'Cause-
the like that final scene where he's on one knee?
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that scene. Oh, so funny.
Firing
I
you
was
in front of
worried.
everybody.
Because like there's just genuinely no way you can convince me that she would be in love with Cody Lightning
No.
romantically.
No.
It's just you've ridden this movie to such an extreme degree that you can't bring it back.
Yeah.
You can't convince me, you know? You'd have to make
It would
her
be such a weird arc for that character as well.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd have to rewrite her completely, I
Mhm.
feel.
and you'd have to rewrite Cody to like,
yeah, cuz he's so insane. He's like covered in his own shit
Yeah.
for a scene, you
Yeah,
know?
it's
He
so
like
funny.
they get 100 grand, immediately gambles away 20 grand.
Yeah.
Makes like a film that everyone gets so angry at they like mob and assault him.
Yeah.
You know?
at the Metro.
Yeah, at the Metro. Shout out.
Shout out.
From John Waters to Cody Lightning.
Yep.
John Waters' night was very similar to how
Yeah, I mean,
that was
I do
that was
feel
rough.
bad for like booing him off the stage.
Do you feel bad for what Jake did with the bear sprayer? Because he's an older
He
man.
deserved it though.
I-
Like, let's be real, he deserved it.
Yeah, the comments about abortion were a little wild, but like the bear, like he's an older guy. Didn't even know Jake had bear spray. Like I got a little bit on me too, and
Yo, it was
I got
bad.
like a speck on me, and it hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, it wasn't straight. I mean, the part where Jake like opened his mouth and started doing it like directly down his throat, I was like, that might be too far.
Yeah, I just thought it was a little, I don't know, you know.
I don't know,
I thought it was a little fucked up.
but it was nothing compared to what Cody had to go through for this.
Really? John is dead. No, we didn't
No,
hurt
no.
John Waters. It was a
We'd
great
never.
night.
Yeah,
That's just the Metro
really
vibe.
funny. Yeah,
No, fuck, this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
So much fun. 8 out of 10.
yeah.
Other
I
one,
gave it a 10 out of 10.
5 out of
I mean,
10.
just like knowing it's Alberta.
Yeah,
and, like
rewatch
I don't
9
know,
out of
indigenous.
10.
And it's, like,
Tattoos in
Edmonton,
it
there's
for
so
a little
many-
bit.
Yeah, there's so many little Edmonton things.
Yeah. This like movie was
I don't know.
uniquely
It's
almost
like perfect for
yeah.
me. It's like literally a movie that was made for me
Yeah.
and like, you know, other indigenous
This
people.
this gal I've been talking
Edmonton.
to, my new wife, she has seen Smoke Signals. So
Hell yeah.
we got to watch this movie together.
They'd be like, yeah, no, I know a lot of the crew.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
Little flex.
I know her.
I know her.
Pause the movie. Pause the movie.
Pause. I slept in the same bed as her.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Can
For
too.
the record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
That's true.
I got Scorsese and Kanye West on speed dial.
Yeah. Basically. That's crazy.
That's kind
What are you going to do with that power?
Probably just chill with my boys.
Yeah. Smoke sesh.
Little smoke sesh.
Little pod.
Little goon sesh with Marty and Kanye.
I wonder how that would go.
Good.
You talk about Jesus.
Yeah, could be the common.
It probably would be Jesus talk.
It would be Jesus talk. Dude, I feel like Kanye and Marty are on such different wavelengths of Jesus, too. That'd
Yeah.
be awesome. Because, like, I don't
I'm so
know
excited for Marty's
how
next Jesus
how
movie.
Kanye feels about Jesus, like, in relation to the church. But, like, Marty seems like a pretty disestablishment guy with Jesus a little bit.
Yeah. But he's probably Catholic, right?
Yeah. But, like, he seems pretty, like, he's a smart guy, you know?
Yeah,
like, he
yeah.
knows, he he must know how evil the church is, right? Like, you
I
talk
would
with
assume
Martin,
so.
he's like, fuck the church, probably.
But he's a Pope guy. Like
He is a
visits the
Pope guy. But, like, he's just, I think he's,
You want to believe.
I genuinely, like, I'd put money down that he knows his shit. He knows what's up.
Yeah.
Kanye, on the other hand, is like mega church, I feel.
Yeah.
I love mega
Church of
church.
Kanye.
I love mega church. So get those two in a room and let them cook.
Let them
Kanye
cook.
does the next Scorsese soundtrack.
Oh, that'd be great. He should do the soundtrack for
He's
this
the
90-minute Jesus
He's
movie.
the new Robbie Robertson.
Yeah. I mean,
R.I.P.
basically the same. R.I.P. Robbie Roberts.
Yeah.
Didn't win a single Oscar. Ah,
Not even the
good old
pity
killers.
Oscar.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. But it was still a good year. Like,
That was a great year
there's
for
no
cinema.
bad winners.
And this year is going to be a great year for cinema because Dune came out. And we fucking love Dune.
And Megalopolis. We can't
Nah, it's
forget
not happening.
about Megalopolis.
That ain't happening.
You don't think Megalopolis is going to come out?
Probably. It will.
Do you
Probably.
think it'll play at Galaxy, or do you think it will just be at Carnival?
I think it'll play at Galaxy. It's a stacked cast.
That's
Babylon's
true.
playing at Carnival. Or at Galaxy.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like, I don't know. I hope so too.
Yeah.
But if it's all like self-financed, it's
Mhm.
like,
Mm,
Coppola. Blow it all. Fuck it.
Coppola.
Fuck it.
fuck it. Do it.
Go for it.
Go.
I don't
do
care.
it. Do
Blow
it.
your money.
Do it.
Go for Megalopolis.
Yeah. God, I can't believe 1 degree away from Kim K. That is like, I'm racking my brain over that.
Probably touched the same hand that's touched Kim
Because
K's
they,
hand.
they for sure met, right?
I would assume so.
Must have along the way.
Yeah.
That is. Damn.
Damn. Literally, we should start calling in some favors.
We should. We got big connections here, you guys.
Yeah.
You think this is just a toy podcast?
Yeah. Been chasing the nail. No.
Yeah.
We got Kanye.
We got fucking Kanye. We got Kanye coming up, dude.
Next episode, Jake and Kanye together.
Start pressing Tantu for the Scorsese connection. Auntie, please. Come on, Auntie. I need this.
need it.
We need this.
We don't have much time.
I couldn't
It's
even.
also the 1 year anniversary of Critter Pit. Happy anniversary.
Oh, today?
Yesterday.
Fuck. 1 year.
1 year.
Should we do a reflection? I don't think I've grown as a person at all.
Yeah, since March 2023. Yeah, no, I'm pretty much the same. I remember it was so warm last year.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
because
snowing out now.
I mean, I guess like a few days ago it'd be equivalent to where we were
Yeah.
at on that day.
Yeah.
That fateful day.
God. No, lots has changed. I feel like my relationship with like everybody in the program has like deepened.
I'm boys with
Which is
a
good.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Dogs. Even.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I was dogs with Matt by this point. Like, we'd
Yeah, I
be
haven't-
getting there.
No, I don't think so.
Not even.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking dogs now.
Yeah, exactly.
Dogs with Graham. Dogs
Ryan
with
and Elijah
Rob.
last year were basically like distant strangers.
Yeah. I'm getting there with them. I haven't
I
talked
feel
to
like
them
I'm
very
dogs with
much.
them now.
Very cool people though. I would
Yeah.
like to. Who else am I dogs with?
I remember walking around. We were talking about them, and then they were there.
Whoa!
It
Oh
like,
yeah!
popped up.
Oh yeah! Yeah.
That was
So much has changed. Oh my
so
lord!
much has changed.
I'm just like looking back to my issues then of what was on my mind.
Probably the biggest issue was Nick walking backwards everywhere.
Yeah, we were really concerned for that boy's safety.
He did nearly fall down the stairs.
Yeah.
You remember that time we were all like spotting him as he
I have
was
a
coming up to your
whole
locker?
video of that.
That was so weird.
It was. And now I feel like my life has just not maybe matured a little bit, but also dematured in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a radically different individual.
Yeah.
Radically different.
Radically different. Radical change is good.
I mean, I'm still a young pup. You're an old man.
Yep.
You haven't changed at all.
I'm the gurney to your Paul.
Mm-hmm. Don't tell Matt that. He'll get pissed. He's the gibbish.
He's the gibbon. Just proves that I'm the real gurney.
Yeah, exactly. He's gibbish. You're gurney.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be gibbish, man.
Yeah. We love gibbish. I think he was thinking of Gibbs from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think so.
It's awesome.
Basically the same character.
Yeah. I remember when we saw it for the second time and Gurney popped up and they said, Gurney! He like looked over at me because he's like, his name's Gibbish, right? I'm like,
Gibbish.
we love Gibbish. He's by Josh Brolin and Patrick Stewart. He's the best character.
Yeah, everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Ah, man, Gibbish.
Warrior poet.
He only sings one song. You should sing more songs.
1 year of Critter Pit.
Yeah.
It always, I feel like, it feels like longer just because of how much time we put into it,
We
I
do
feel.
a lot of these.
Yeah.
Like, one a week is a lot.
It is, you know. But, like, damn, only a year. Like, that feels weird to think it's only been a year. This has been 2023 was a very eventful year of my life.
Yeah.
So it feels like a very, very long time.
2024 has been an eventful year of your life as well.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about a couple things. A couple things pop to mind.
That's just the tip of the fucking iceberg, brother.
Yeah.
I love it, though. Life never stops. The brakes do not stop. So just
All gas, no brakes.
to end it, I want to end it on this note. To
Okay.
bring it back to the Dune Hour. The mystery of life is not a problem to be solved, but rather a reality to be experienced. One cannot understand the process by stopping it. One must join with it, flow with it.